That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Here's Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Morant. Here he goes. Here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Now here's Lillard. Inside. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Lillard. Takes it inside and is blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Double team on Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Lopez, the screen. Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Edey.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Morant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits it from about 6 feet out. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happened.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lillard with the ball. On the wing, Kuzma takes a 3, and the three-pointer goes.
Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Bane. Will it go? Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Prince. Kuzma, left side. Out to Lillard. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Grizzlies trail by 7. The 3 from Bane. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And he drops it first. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Now here's Morant. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Pass to Portis. To the inside. Kuzma for 3. Knocks down the long J. Kuzma's got 6.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Edey. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks leading by 6. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
And we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And he makes it. He has 7.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Prince. Now here's Lillard. Hounded by Morant. Now here's Kuzma. Offline with a 3. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
For 3.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Out to Portis. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Now Jackson. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Oh, great body control, good timing. Jackson really works the pick and roll to perfection.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Porter looks it over. Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo covering. Jackson can't get it to go. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. And here are the Grizzlies now. Driving in. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Man, great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
He's off on the second. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Another shot. In close. Antetokounmpo delivers.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Offensive rebound. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Making a switch here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard outside. The 3 from Prince. Can't get it to drop.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Morant. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma. Memphis shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Pippen. Up and in on the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
1:56 left in the first half. Lillard outside. It's deflected. Morant with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. And it's Morant missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Prince. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Bane. Finished off the break. And it's a three-point Grizzly lead.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Prince. And the layup is good off the glass. Prince has got his first points in this one.
You know, Prince is far from just a shooter and penetrator, folks. I mean, this guy's got a nice feel for how to play inside, too.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Bagley, no good. To the middle. Lopez can't hit. Morant looking around. Pass to Bane. The three is up. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Lopez. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Here's Bane. No good on the shot. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Grizzlies trail by 3. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Pippen. Connects from downtown. Pippen's got 7 points. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Antetokounmpo outside. The 3 from Prince. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Antetokounmpo with it. Jackson in his pocket.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Here's Edey. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Prince. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. Ja Morant picks one up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Pass to Edey. Outside Morant. On the wing, Bane. From outside the arc. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got 6 points.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Bucks trail by 5. Lillard outside. Pass to Lopez. Can't connect from short range. And here's Memphis. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Here's Edey. Rebounded by Lopez. So it's Milwaukee now. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Down low. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
The first free throw is good. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Taking 2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe. And here's Bane. He's got 6. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Grizzlies substitution. Number 7.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Developing the catch-and-shoot jumper. Giannis has done a nice job with that.
Memphis leading by 3. Inside. Outside for Morant. Fires the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Trent for 3. The rebound by Edey.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 9.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Memphis leading. That's tipped. It was stolen by Lillard. Pass to Trent. Stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jackson can't get it to go. So it's Milwaukee now. Trent outside. Lillard with the ball. Now Portis. Back to Lillard. Here's Trent. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. It was stolen by Lillard. Fast break, here we go. Finished off the break. 6 points for him.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Back to Aldama. And it's good. 2 points. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Portis for 3. He can't hit that time. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Now Lillard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up. He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. And he makes a first. And both free throws good for Lillard.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
But if it goes, he's off on that one. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Memphis ahead, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the rejection. Here's Pippen to the paint. Here's Bagley. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Portis outside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
Pass to Pippen. Bain with it, guarded by Trent. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Green. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. And that ties it up.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Outside Bagley. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. To the middle. The layup off target. Here's Milwaukee. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Milwaukee now. Now here's Porter. Antetokounmpo up top. Green for 3. Up pulls it in. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Portis. Blocked! On the wing, Bain. Here's Bagley. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Tipped. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Memphis with it. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Clock at 6. Outside Morant. Puts up a deep 3. And again it's Memphis missing. And here is Antetokounmpo to take the lead. Kuzma outside. Pass to Prince. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Morant. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Milwaukee. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. To hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 6 to shoot. Back to Kuzma. Here's Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
To the inside. Jackson can't get it to go. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo fighting through the contact.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Milwaukee in the lead. .143 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Prince. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
Outside Morant. Inside. Here's Jackson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations. Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard with the ball. To the paint. Here's Lopez. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Outside Morant. They set a pick. And they recover it. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Good D by Antetokounmpo. And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 9-1 run. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Hey, guys, that's exactly why Prince is out there in these moments. Big-time shot.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis missing.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off. It's tipped. And so it's Milwaukee with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. Wasting no time getting points on the scoreboard in this one.
The drive by Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Pass to Doncic. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Boston on D. And there's James from the arc. He drops it from range. James has got 5 points.
They got the ball to the right guy. James ready to shoot at all times.
Brown can't hit.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And both free throws good for Hachimura. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Holiday. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Now Doncic. Shoots over White. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. Three-pointer. Tatum pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Holiday. Back to Tatum. To end the run. That shot off. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Good. James has got 9 points.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
The deep three from Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston. The Lakers lead by 9. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Brown. From downtown. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Tipped. Tatum with a steal. And he gets the bucket. Tatum's got his second basket of the game.
Looking like a runaway freight train, Tatum taking it to the rack with a purpose.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Kept alive. White with the steal. Brown with it. Now Doncic defending. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Celtics trail by 6. Holiday surveying the floor. Sinks that one from the post.
I mean, you watch Holiday play this game. He just explodes off the screens. Very good in pick and roll.
There's a minute 40 left in the first. Kicks it to Doncic. And again, the Lakers, no good. It's Brown on the wing. For three, Porzingis. Doncic pulls down the board. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 4-point game. James outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Left side, Holiday. Here's Horford. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's James on the wing. Pass to Doncic. There's 37 seconds left in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's James. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Shoots over Brown. Out to the right wing. Doncic outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Celtics trail by 6. Now here's Tatum. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Finney Smith up top. Here's Connect. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Los Angeles leading by 6. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Outside, Finney Smith. Pass to Connect. From outside the arc. Hauser grabs the board. Celtics trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Tatum inside. Over Reeves. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Tatum's got 8 points.
Every year, Tatum seems to improve as a scorer, taking on the responsibility of shouldering the offense, too.
Outside Reeves. Pass to Hachimura. Good. And the Lakers lead by 7.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Vincent with the ball. Still without a bucket. Now Reeves. That shot is off. Horford with some nice D. Here's Hauser. Misses in close. The Lakers lead by 7. Pass to Hachimura. Reeves with the ball. Here's Vincent. The 3 is up. Hauser grabs the board. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum can't hit. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Reeves. No made baskets yet. Here's Finney-Smith. Great D that time from Porzingis. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Doncic.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
And the first one at the line is good. The Lakers making a switch here. And so Tatum nails both of them. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Pass to Goodwin. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's stolen by Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here's Doncic. Out left to the wing. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
It's stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. JB on the break. Sensational. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
Substitution on the court.
The Lakers trail. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Goodwin. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
1:03 left in the first half. Here's Brown. LeBron with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to James. 5 to shoot. Porzingis grabs the board. And here's Boston. They're on a 13-5 run. Rejected by James.
Sending it right back. LeBron fears no one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hauser. And he banks in the layup.
The assist from
And the Celtics lead by 1.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Doncic right side. Hayes up top. Here's Goodwin. Off target from three-point range. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Boston out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's Boston now. They lead by 1. Here's Holiday. Off target at the rim. And it's Hachimura on the drive. Hayes in the high post. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
To the middle. It's tipped. James with a steal. Doncic outside. Pass to Reeves. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Brown, no good. Doncic on the wing. No points yet. Buries it from 3.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Hayes. And there's James from the arc. And they get it back. Another shot. Back to Hayes. Now here's Doncic. Here's James. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real. Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Hachimura in the post. Out to James. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Brown with a screen. Tatum. Tries again. Good work defensively by James.
Oh, Gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Tatum can't hit. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 13-4 run. Brown with the block.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Tatum from behind the arc. That won't go either for Tatum.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
The Lakers with a rebound. And here's Doncic. He has 6. Pass to Reeves. Finney-Smith with it. Now Hayes. No points so far. Nice D from Brown. Here's Pritchard. Basket's good.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
44 seconds left in the third. Finney-Smith, a screen. High arcing shot. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Boston shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Down low. The 3 is up. That one doesn't drop. Here's Connect. Vincent outside. Hachimura from long range. The shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. We'll be right back. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Now here's Doncic. Takes one from 10 feet. Out to Hachimura. To the wing on the left. Back to Vincent. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Tatum way outside. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Lets a 3 fly. Again, Doncic missing. Celtics trail by 9. This one for 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Tatum with it. Now Doncic defending. And it's Tatum missing. The Lakers lead by 9. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Craig with a steal. Tatum with it. That won't go either for Tatum.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
To the middle. Finney-Smith's shot is off. Celtics trail by 9. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Tatum. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. JT for 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Pass to James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. James with the ball. Now guarded by White. Doncic outside. And he lobs it up. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Now the Celtics on the move. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, great anticipation from Brown to grab the steal and ignite the break.
Outside Vanderbilt. Beyond the arc. They got the rebound. Hayes uses the glass to finish the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Now Doncic. Doncic on the take. Out to James. It's James on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. White with the steal. Here's Tatum. The kick out to White. To take the lead. And it's Tatum with the 3. Tatum's got 8 points here in the quarter. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Minute 37 left to play in the fourth. Inside, White gets it to go.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Pass to Lynn. Here's Doncic. Back to Lynn. Over Porzingis. Lynn is good. Lynn's got his first bucket in this one.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Outside Tatum. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Count it!
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And it's Doncic on the drive. Pass to Hayes. 6 to shoot. Here's Lynn. Good D by Porzingis. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
Taking it strong. Tatum forcing his way to the line, playing aggressively.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
The shot by James, no good. Outside Craig. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in. It's James with the drive. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to...
Advancing. You just right in. Pull the out the pantry. Take and I'm dancing. She bop like a. I'm like a candle. Up in the car seat. Hold it for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever. Bound at the party. Fly, looking dummy. I'll probably get. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep. Way I slide in that cool boy, I keep that pump. We done went right this all the way to the sun. Get in the pocket like a. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went and gave to my brother. But then the oak the suffer. Why would you keep a little sucker? Why would you keep a little? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. What my house look like? Walk in, she gon' make it. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing. You just write it, pull the out the pantry. You ain't fly, you looking dummy. I probably. I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash. It's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the and they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But a nigga got a TD, hey. And that boy like a BB, hey. How the nigga you won't see me, hey. Push it like seaweed, hey. Why nigga won't beat me, hey. When I'm creeping, hey. Nigga genie, hey. Cause you saying I'm, hey.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel mixing nut with it. She got thick but she wanna get thin again. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim cause she wanna be Kim and them. Alright, I know they are bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drift car, it's fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this gal want me and I'm rich, let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright. Like, send the address through, please.
SUV, the outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time and Bella line and spend like I don't even like my stack. Came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I ball, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat. Sprinter, 2 gal in a van, Inter. 2 man in Milan, heard one of my things dating. P Diddy need 20% or whatever. Outside, my head in my hands.
I told her my name is Sam, she said no, the one on your birth certificate. Your boyfriend ran from that diamond test cause they weren't legitimate. She Turkish Cypriot, but her car's Brazilian. I want her, my bro wants her affiliate. I'm cheap, still like yo, can I borrow your Netflix? She a feminist, she think I'm sexist. Twisting my words, I think she dyslexic. Give me my space, I'm intergalactic. Before I give you my Insta password, I'll give you the pin to my Amit. Alright, this ain't stainless steel, it's platinum. Dinner table, I got manners. T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only amounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. Best in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my pain with aspirin. Dave just came in at Aston, I'm making that Maybach music. They're trying to insult my intelligence. Sometimes I may act stupid. I never went uni, I've been on a campus. The students, if bro let the drumstick beat, then something gon' leak, we ain't playing exclusives.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting, can't just stare. We're bae through thick and thin, she already fixed on brown and bad. Could've changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100, it won't fit in one SUV, no. SOS, somebody rescue me, I got too many, I got, they could last me the next 2 weeks. Alright, like, send the address through, please.
Fire for a wife, can't rock with that, I ain't wearing a vest. Man have to send her therapy, she got it a lot on her chest. I'm in Jamaica, Orica best. Hit a lick when cash converters, that don't work, it's chess. I'm doing more and talking less. I love chilling with broke man, booked one flight and they're all impressed. I'm in the G63, the car hugged me like a friend through twists and turns. Man living for dying for don't know which one's worse. I'm bags in his and hers, what's hers is hers, what's mine is too. Heard that girl was a it can't be true if she dated you. AP baby blue, papers pink, I probably hate me too. You ever spent 6 figures and stared at Bay like, look what you made me do. Yeah. Started with a queue, didn't wait in line. Weird, I'm asking my Blasian one, why you so focused on your Asian side? I know that the Jack boys pray that they get to the clubs and Dave's inside.
Everybody's ill at the moment. Everybody's very stuck here at the moment. Everybody's ill at the moment. My crew is dead.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now here's Durant. Screen by Bol. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Now here's Turner, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Booker with it. And here's KD for 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Here's Indiana. Halliburton with it. Now Beal defending. And it's Halliburton penetrating. And Bol sends it back. And it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Halliburton with the steal. It's 2-on-1. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's the Suns with the ball. Pass to Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by Miles Turner. It's stolen by Allen. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. 13 feet away. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The rebound by Turner. Indiana trailing here. Into the lane. Siakam. Banked in off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
No good from Booker. And here are the Pacers now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying Amen that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey. Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Outside Turner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He hits the second from the line. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Now, here's McConnell. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Pass to Booker. With the drive. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 3. Got it. Good job in the low post. Siakam's got 5 now.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Turner with it. Now Bol defending. Siakam's shot is off.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Bol, that's good.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's McConnell. Left side, Turner. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pacers lead by 3. And
12.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Now, here's Toppin. And good that time. Toppin's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pacers. Here's Booker. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana leading by 5. Pass to Halliburton. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Indiana leading. Inside. Here's Turner. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Durant deciding where to go with it. Durant with another miss. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula. The great one, Kevin Durant.
And here's KD for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
That Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Out to the wing. Outside for Halliburton. Just 4 to shoot. And it's sent back by KD.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Here's Neesmith. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, O'Neal. Another 3 for Phoenix. I'm breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Pass to Plumlee. Booker outside. Tries yet again. Booker taking the hit.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Siakam with it. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Turner. And that time, also a missed shot. Suns leading by 4. Booker outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through, what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent. They want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
Pacers trail by 6. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Suns now. Pass to KD. Bull. KD with it. Mathurin picks him up. Over Mathurin. Durant, no good. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. Outside, KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 11. Booker outside. Drives to the hoop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Now, Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
He's perfect from the line this time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Booker. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, this guy does such a tremendous job creating contact. Pascal Siakam, give him the up fake and draw the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Booker outside. And the Suns miss again. Mathurin for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pacers trail by 9. And it's Halliburton penetrating. It's good. Halliburton's got 9 points.
When you're anticipating contact is coming, you can prepare. Halliburton, excellent job on the conversion.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Pass to Plumlee. Halliburton with the steal. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. He is looking for Siakam and finds him.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
The Suns making a switch here.
Substitution for your Suns. Kevin Durant.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Suns ball.
Suns leading by 5. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's Siakam. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from KD. And it's the Suns with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Nembhard. Siakam outside. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Back to Nembhard. And here's Halliburton. Indiana again missing. Here's KD. Pass to Beal. Outside Durant. Tries again. The rebound by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Nesmith. And the shot falls short this time.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
High post, KD. He's got 18. That doesn't go either for Durant. Here's Indiana now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Siakam with it. He's picked up by KD. Halliburton outside. In the corner, it's Nesmith. No good that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Shoots it up. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Durant down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Siakam left side. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
For Phoenix, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And Durant sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And stolen by Bull. Outside Durant. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. And he's good on the second. And so here is Indiana. Pass to Toppin. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 10. Durant going to work inside.
See how quick Kevin Durant is off the floor near the rim. That's tough to stop.
Toppin with it. Bull covering. And Bull sends it back. From downtown, and KD good for 3. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Here's Toppin off the inbound pass, and Toppin throws it down.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching.
Ready with the double R with the stars and the heroes. Caught up with the baby, did I change the address? Times got hard and I your lashes. Everything real, I got my gold veneers added. But I will rock a paddock if you love us. Maybe it'll be